Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of market update. I've got my notes right here. And if you've been wondering about whether it's a good time to buy a home, sell a home, or just sit on the sidelines and see what else is going on, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the factors that would go into those decisions. My name is Jeff, and I'm a real estate agent with 3DX and the Scott Realty Group. And on this channel, we talk about everything from living in the Brighton to Ann Arbor areas, everywhere in between and around, and all things Michigan real estate and national real estate that would go into making a decision about where to move, where to sell, why to sell, and everything in between. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with mortgage rates. Mortgage rates have kind of been hovering. Same thing that we've been saying in every market update we've done the last, 3-4 weeks. Market rates today, when I checked them, were between, depending on where you're at, 6.44% and 6.61% for a 30-year fixed, which is about right where it's been. And I don't see it moving anytime soon, unless the Fed makes some changes. I think there's enough uncertainty in the market that they're just going to hover right there. And I think a lot of buyers are realizing that they're just going to have to get used to it. Who knows when and if rates will change. This may be the new normal for quite a while. And if you wait until there's a rate reduction, you may end up fighting with a bunch of other people who've been sitting on the sidelines, and there might be a lot more competition in the market. So I think a lot of people are getting used to the idea that a 6.5% mortgage rate is quote unquote normal, and going ahead and buying a home now and hoping that they'll be able to refinance in the future. So that's where we're at with the mortgage rates. And honestly, I don't feel like we're going to have any change in that for quite a while. Inventory levels. Inventory levels have actually increased slightly in the Michigan area, especially in the southeast Michigan, but not a huge amount. And not a huge amount, especially in homes under $400,000. Buyers have slightly more options than they have in the past, but we're still below historic levels for inventory. So recent past, the inventory is higher, but historic levels we're still below. So that still means that well-priced homes in good locations are going to go relatively quickly as long as they're priced well. And we're going to talk about why for sellers that means presentation is, important more now than it ever has been. Home prices have stayed about the same. They haven't sagged off. A lot of people thought that home prices would drop. They haven't, because of the inventory not increasing markedly. Home prices, especially in good locations with good schools and good utilities, have stayed and increased. They haven't dropped. So that doesn't mean that every home has, home prices increased, but they've still continued to increase. They have not dropped as many people have thought. So if you're a buyer in today's market, that means you might have a few more houses to choose from because the inventory has gone up, but the prices have also, for those good homes that you're looking for, has gone up a little bit. You might have more time to make decisions. If houses are priced wrong, then you'll have a little bit more time to make a decision on that, and you might be able to make sure you get an inspection in. I never recommend for my buyers that we don't make a decision without an inspection, whether or not we say that it's just going to be for major systems. You just want to have that peace of mind. Gone are the days of when it was a seller's market and people would just waive the contingency of an inspection. Those days aren't around anymore. If you're a seller and your home is in a high demand market, that is great for you, but it still means that you need to show your house well. You need to get professional pictures. You need to price your house well. I still have seen houses that are overpriced that end up sitting, and it seems to have a chilling effect on buyers. If you overprice a house and aren't aggressive in your price reduction, I've seen houses sit for over a month that are very nice houses, but because the house was priced incorrectly to start, you didn't drive the demand, you didn't get people in there, and the houses sit. And then once a house sits, people are not, they just have it has a stigma for those houses. So make sure your house shows nicely. Make sure you work with a real estate company that markets your house well and has a plan and uses all of the tools in the tool bag to make sure that you get as many eyes as possible on your house. So if you're interested in working with someone in this area, either buying or selling, I'd be happy to help you out in however I could. My contact information is in the text box below. But yeah, so the market remains active in Michigan. House prices have, have only increased slightly. If you're looking at an under $400,000 price range and what seems to be what would be considered a starter house these days, if it's a decent house, there's quite a bit of demand, and you're going to probably face a multiple offer situation. But yeah, local situations differ, and as you start to look at more expensive houses, you get a little bit more time to deal with things, and there's a little bit less demand and competition for those houses. So as I said, if you're interested in working with a real estate professional in this area, I'd be happy to talk to you. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you and your family. I'll see you guys in the next video.